Hi Achiever, and welcome to Z Study Hub, your home for scholarships, university applications, and generally studying abroad. I'm Z, and I am also a beneficiary of a scholarship, and I studied my master's in the UK. And today I'm sharing with you really useful information for those of you who want to study in the UK. This scholarship I'm going to be sharing with you is a scholarship for Africans to study in one of the best universities in London. And so I'm going to be sharing that information with you. But if you're new here, welcome to the family. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button in order to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram for tips on how to make sure that your applications stand out and eventually make your study abroad dreams a reality. Very quick information, fully funded scholarship, and very generous scholarships for you if you want to study in the UK, where you have your tuition fee paid, you get stipends, and all of that. I'm sharing my screen with you, and we're going to dive into it right away. So this is a website of the University College London, and this is the part where they have information on funding and scholarships. As you can see, they have a range of financial awards aimed at assisting both prospective and current students with their studies at UCL, the Bartlett faculty, and individual departments within the faculty. Now, when you come here, the Bartlett faculty has a number of scholarships. They have information on the Bartlett faculty scholarships and the funding. They have their department-specific funding and UCL's scholarships and funding. The Bartlett faculty scholarships has a number of travel awards and scholarships. That is for the Promise Scholarship. But when we scroll down, we find information on the UK Masters Sub-Saharan African Scholarship, and that is what we are interested in. So the Bartlett Promise Sub-Saharan Africa Master Scholarship is open to applicants who are nationals of a Bartlett-approved list of Sub-Saharan African countries pursuing a master's program. Read the full eligibility criteria, and that is down here. And as I speak to you now, currently, we are in October 2022, and people who were starting in September 2022 have started already. So look forward to this if you want to study in the UK from 2023 onwards, so say 2023-2024 academic year. What is the value of the scholarship? Full overseas tuition fees, so that is full tuition fees. An allowance to cover living and study expenses, which is £15,364 for the normal duration of the program at UCL. Flights to and from the UK is also covered. UK study visa cost is covered. English language assessment cost is covered for those of you who are afraid about, worried about the IELTS, are afraid about, the drama or trouble that sometimes come with the IELTS. This is it for that. Health test costs, because you know that you sometimes for a visa application, you have to do some TB tests and other stuff. And I believe that even when you're here, when you're in the UK, some test costs, they would also take care of it. Master's program application fee costs, meaning that you don't have to pay any application fee at all. And the NHS health supplement charge in the UK. And so they take care of that, so you don't have to pay the health surcharge. All Promise scholars would also receive ongoing academic and career support during their study. This is a very, very good opportunity for you. Number of our first scholarships are available to students starting September 2022. And like I mentioned, you can look out for this moving forward. I'll put the link in the description so that you check for when it's updated for the next academic year. If you're from any of these countries, you are eligible. So prospective students who are nationals of Angola, Benin, Botswana, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, Cape Verde, Central African Republic, Chad, Comoros, Democratic Republic of Congo, Djibouti, Republic of Congo, Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Lesotho, Liberia, Madagascar, Malawi, Mali, Mauritania, Mauritius, Mozambique, Namibia, Niger, Nigeria, Rwanda, South Tome and Principe, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Somalia, South Africa, South Sudan, Tanzania, Togo, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe. All of these are the countries that you have to be from to be eligible for the scholarship. And so what level is for postgraduate third master's program. So if you want to study a master's, this is for you. Also important for you to notice the selection criteria. They will consider your educational, personal, and financial circumstances. Of course, if you are from a wealthy background, then you don't need a scholarship, to be honest, because you then can afford it. But so they'll consider educational, your personal and financial circumstances, and you need to demonstrate this in your application. Assessments of application will be made in relation to the eligibility criteria. So with the application deadlines, application for the Bartlett Promise Sub-Saharan Africa Master Scholarship have now closed, like I mentioned. The timeline and updated specification for the 2020 to 2023 will be published in autumn 2022. So look out for this. Look out for this for the next application cycle. To be eligible for the Bartlett Promise Sub-Saharan Africa Master's Scholarship, candidates must have an offer of a place on a Bartlett Master's program. And those who are considering applying for the scholarship for 2022-2023 are advised to review the Bartlett Master's program by department and identify one or more programs that they'll be interested in studying. It is likely that there will be a fee waiver for candidates applying for the Bartlett's Promise of Saharan Africa Master Scholarship. And I'm repeating that because it's important. It is likely that there will be a fee waiver for candidates applying for the Bartlett's Promise Sub-Saharan Africa Master's Scholarship. Please monitor this website so you can claim a fee waiver and put in your Bartlett's Master's program application as early as possible. So it means that even if you want to apply and then you need an application fee waiver, you can be able to get this. It's also important that you check. So for this year, these are the programs. Let's check out the programs that are under the Bartlett that are covered by the scholarship. So the Bartlett is UCL's multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary faculty of the built environment. So they offer architecture and planning alongside disciplines such as energy, sustainability, public purpose, and prosperity. They also have programs like the Master of Architecture programs, where you get to carry out advanced study in architecture. So they have this program, and that's also eligible. They also have the Master of Landscape Architecture, which is also an eligible program. I'm putting the link to this in the description so you can see it and apply. Let's go back and find more information about the scholarship application and selection. So for September 2022, you had to be a national of one of the approved lists of sub-Saharan countries, which I have already read some of them. You must not be a British or dual British citizen. So it means that you don't have to be a British citizen or have any kind of British citizenship. You must have an offer to a Bartlett Master's program for study, which is either unconditional or conditional, only on English language. So it means then that if your offer at the time is even conditional, and then the language proficiency test, which means the IELTS is the only thing that is making your offer conditional, you can still go ahead and apply. You need to be in financial need as assessed by UCL. For instance, eligibility criteria for 2023-2024 and beyond may differ. It means that for 2023-2024, which is the next academic year which you are likely to apply for, it might be different from what you see. So these are some of the eligibility criteria. These are the countries which I have already mentioned. And your income should be less than £42,875 a year. And I mean, to be very honest, a lot of people in sub-Saharan Africa wouldn't make much more than this amount. So you're possibly eligible. And you could also be a refugee, asylum seeker, or those who have been granted a temporary form of leave as a result of an asylum and human rights application. So how to apply? How do you apply? There's a video here that has a lot more information, but you must apply as early as possible, not later than 14th February for applications to the Bartlett School of Architecture and 28th February for all other Bartlett schools. UCL aims to make a decision within 6 weeks of receiving your application, academic transcripts, and both references. They can take 3 to 4 months when application volumes are high. So you should note that when it's taking a long time. And then, so the Bartlett's application form will open on 1st March 2022. So in the next year, if it's going to be the same timeline, this will be in 2023. So this question asks, how do I get an offer of a place on a Bartlett's master's program? So you must first identify an appropriate master's program to study. Our 9 schools offer a wide range of master's programs in the built environment. You can search for a program by school or by looking at the programs available or using the program finder. When you found a suitable program, click on the Apply Now button on the program page to make your application. For instance, when you use a program finder, you can use that to find the program, and then when you find the program, then you click on the apply now button. But what I probably would do is that I can also search for the program, but make sure it's a Bartlett master's program. So when you're reading about the program, you definitely find this and know that it's part of it too, to be sure that it's eligible for the scholarship. So for instance, I just clicked on the program finder. They have this advanced architecture and they have these programs, right? So you can just search for it. Bartlett School of Architecture. So all of these programs are under the Bartlett School. So when you search for this, and then you can also find the right program for you, and then you go ahead and apply. And what is the application process for the Bartlett Promise Scholarship? Also very important. Candidates must complete your application by 18th April, or their application by 18th April. The application form requires personal details and asks questions about your financial and family situation. All information given must be accurate, and anyone found to have given false information may have their scholarship rescinded. You can also register your interest in studying in the university by probably or in the department by clicking on this. So when you click on register your interest, you can just fill in here so that they can send you information about courses at the Bartlett's upcoming event, fees and funding, studying in London, how to apply, and more. So this is basically about the scholarship. I am putting the link in the description. Come and read more and find a lot more information about it and how to go about it. I really hope that this is useful and that it helps you in your scholarship search. I hope you found that useful. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and join the family. Check me out on Instagram at ZStudyHub and let's connect. If you know someone who need this information, make sure you share it with them and leave your comments in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.